All right, so as you guys just saw, I just asked my Discord to send me some loops for Jace. I'm gonna cook up probably like 2 beats, and yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. So I'm just gonna wait for a little bit, and then we'll go through some of these that people send in. By the way, if you guys want to join my Discord, I will leave the link in the description below. I highly recommend it. I ask for loops all the time, and it's also just a really cool community that we've built over there. So definitely join that if you aren't in there already. I think right now I'm looking for that sort of like melodic but ambient side of Jace. That's really my favorite style to make for these kinds of beats. Oh yeah, that's the one. All right, so we're back over in FL. I just dragged the loop in, and we're just gonna get cooking. I'm gonna leave most of this like unedited, just so you guys can kind of see like the whole thought process, I guess. So right now I'm just changing the BPM. I always put this to like the trim knob, so it gets rid of that little silence at the beginning, and then I'll just put it on stretch. And then I just kind of like to play it through a little bit and just kind of like get a feel for where I'm gonna take the drums. All right, so definitely gonna go for that like super ambient style. So we're gonna just start off with like a hi-hat pattern, and I'm trying to think. I think I want something sort of like spacey but bouncy. Something simple. Add just an open hat for like the beginning sections. I think I want to add like some kind of roll here. So I'm going to just do, like, cut this one up, add that. And then I want something to hit here because I can hear like this is like leading up to something. So I'm going to either put like a sound effect or like a perk in there or something. Gonna mess with the clap pattern a little bit. Just add a couple more in there to get some like rhythm. Wait. What? Gonna add a couple extra hi-hats. And now for the best part, the 808. So usually how I do 808s is I'll like find the bass stem and I'll just overlap the pattern to the bass so that I can hear like what notes are playing. So I'll just do that and then solo everything except for the loop and the 808. So I can hear that kind of matches. And then just based off the progression for this, I probably know it's gonna go up like 4. And it looks like it just copies over. All right, so now that we got that, I'm going to route all of this stuff to the mixer. And a cool way to do this, if you guys don't know, you can just come over to here, highlight all these, and then click on where you want it to start and do Shift Control L, and it'll link all of them like in order that you selected. So then I'm gonna turn these back on. And we'll go back over here. And right away, I want to cut the lows out. So I'm going to put an EQ, get a low cut, just kind of drag it up to about here. I'm gonna go into here. Actually, what I'm gonna do first is kind of just listen for the mix a little bit, kind of balance everything before I mess with the 808. So to get that stop playing, we're gonna come over here and turn these, make this shape. Cool little trick I actually just learned. I feel like everybody probably knows this, but I didn't know it for a long time. Is if you hold Alt, if you're on Windows and you use your scroll wheel, it just like does it super fast. So instead of having to like actually do this, it just goes like right down. Anyway, we're gonna change the 808 pattern a little bit here. Just kind of add some cuts, kind of make a cool bounce. I'm gonna add a little like sort of glide note for these, and I'm actually gonna pitch it all the way down and just kind of see how that sounds. I like that. All right, so now we're just gonna arrange it. And when I do arrangements, I like to kind of add some cool little like effects and switch ups to make the beat less repetitive. So one thing I've actually been doing a lot. Oh, did not mean to do that. Get rid of that stuff over there. So one thing I've been doing a lot is messing with Looperator. And I'll kind of spill a little bit of sauce on like how I use it. So what I've been doing recently is cutting this section and then cut like this part out. And then I use some kind of effects. Recently I've been using this like plug and B effect and just putting it at this 5. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the master and put Looperator on it. And then I will clear everything out and then put the 1 selector here. And that is gonna like replay the first part of the beat at the end part, so you'll hear that it like stutters right here. So it's like chopping it up basically, but it adds a really cool effect. And then usually what I'll do is just get like an automation clip and then turn it off after this point because I don't want it kind of doing it the whole time. So, but it ends up sounding like this. then I think I'm going to add the classic Jace effect. If you guys don't know what that sort of like, I don't even know what you call it, like that filter. It's just a Fruity Love filter with the stock thing when you open it. And then what I do is just create an automation clip to turn it on and off, and we'll turn it on at the end here. And then that's what gets you this like sound effect. So just like a cool kind of bridge transition. All right, so that's that beat. I'm gonna save this one and then I will hop right into the next one. All right, so we got the Discord pulled back up and we're just gonna keep going through and see if I can find one, maybe like in a little bit of a different style. We can do some different kind of drums. All right, so we got this cool one I found from Noah, and I feel like this is more in the style of like the Curation vibes, like more melodic, kind of sad sounding. So I'm gonna use this one, and maybe we can put some cool drums on it. I don't really know what style I wanna go for exactly, but we'll just figure something out. So again, I'm just gonna pull the loop in, turn the trim knob up, set the BPM, put it on stretch. And then I did notice there was a lot of high end kind of ringing, so I'm gonna EQ that out just right away. A lot of the times what I'll do too, if a loop is kind of lacking in some area, I'll just EQ and kind of boost some areas that I think need a little bit more volume. And you can kind of visually see like when they're lacking. So I think I like kind of want to do some like old, not exactly plug and B, but like kind of plug sounding drums. So I'm gonna go to this kit, the Twiz and B sound kit. Shout out Chrome, shout out Shadow. But I'm gonna grab this 808 that I use quite often, and we're just gonna lay down a cool pattern. Sometimes I start with the 808s first. Sometimes I start with anything else. Just kind of depends on what I'm feeling. I want like a softer clap. So that you can kind of hear like I was doing it like as it played, but you just kind of cut up the 808s in like a pattern that fits what you've already established. So like the clap bounce that's over here, I kind of cut up the 808 to just kind of like play it in between those claps, and it gives it like a nice just rhythm. here I want like a roll or something here. But then I want it to space out and start at the 3. Almost might add like a jerk bounce. I'm feeling that snare bounce, so we're actually just going to change that. And I'm going to add a like perk here to kind of catch the end of that snare roll. For these kinds of beats, I like to just add like a bunch of random effects to just kind of give it like a kind of weird, sort of unique feel. Just add a little ear candy things. So I think this one's done, and I'm gonna just arrange it now. And then similar process to the first one, I just like whatever comes to mind, just do it. Try a bunch of things, whatever works, you know, if it sounds good, keep it. If it sucks, then just redo it. So I think I want this one to start off sort of like without the 808 maybe. Yeah, that's hard. And for here, since it's kind of like a verse, I'm gonna just take some of the sounds out. For here, I'm gonna just remove that part and then do the same thing with the 808 so it doesn't like bleed over. Yeah, that's fire. And then we'll just leave this part for like a bridge because it sounds beautiful. And then since this is more like plug and be side of things, I'm thinking I want the master or like all of it to sound kind of airy and just like atmospheric. So I'm going to use this super massive preset that basically just adds like a delay sort of ghost reverb thing on the entirety of the master. And then I just like turn the lows up so it doesn't affect the 808s and stuff. And then turn the mix down a little bit. You can kind of hear it right there at the end. It's just kind of like a cool reverb. All right, yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's how I would go about making beats for Jace whenever I end up using loops. Like I said, join my Discord if you guys want to send me loops to cook up on. I ask for stuff all the time, so definitely a good place to send. But yeah, other than that, that's all I got for this video. I'll leave all the links and stuff in the description. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.